Monday 2.0. I know it's always weird when there's a holiday because you got to try to figure it all out. But I have to say, I thoroughly enjoyed having an extra day off. I could get really used to this. Fridays I only work half day. And so then I did actually take the entire Saturday, Sunday, and Monday off. I'm thinking I like this. I know. I'm really thinking I could go down to 3-day work weeks. I'm just telling you. I'm just putting it out there. If God's plan is for me to do that, I'm willing and able. Because y'all think that I don't just work here. I do actually take care of all the other WAPN stuff. So when I'm actually not in the studios, I could be out going to banks, picking up all the supplies, toilet paper, cleaner, all the fun stuff that you have to have. I do all those kind of things besides here at WAPN. And so it was just great to have time with my husband. And I was working on a huge project at my house, which I thoroughly needed to work on and loved on it. If you know, I love to take pictures. I'm a picture kind of girl. I just believe that memory is so important. Well, I have been working on this project for the family. My mother was awesome. My mother videotaped and gave us DVDs of everything. And I used to do the eye roll. Have you done the eye roll to your parents lately? And you're like, it just does this eye roll. It actually, my eyes just do it. I don't even know it. That was me. Until she died. And when she died, I realized how much I appreciated those DVDs and pictures that my mother took for all those years. And so I am the picture girl. Actually, there's not many pictures of me, which is kind of funny because if it's a selfie, but there's not like action shots of me because I'm putting all those pictures into folders or albums, whatever you want to call them. And I want to gift each person their life. And so it has been so much fun. I've been doing it for years, kind of took a break when I wasn't feeling good. And Tim got me the coolest gift. He bought me this. I know y'all have seen them, these frames that you load pictures into, but we are obsessed at our house with this frame, okay? Everybody stops by. Everybody looks at it. We all love the memory. And so I thought it held 100 pictures. I am so blonde at times. I think it holds 1,000. I don't know. I don't know how many I'm at, but I think it holds 1,000. So as I've been doing this, my phone needs to have these pictures taken off of it. I have like 50,000 photos on my phone, on the big computer, everywhere. So my goal is to get them all off my phone, but I want to make sure they're all on the big computer first so I don't lose any of those memories. Now, of course, when you're transferring over photos, it could be photos of everything else you took also. So it's a process of deleting. It's a process of, love Apple. Okay. Face identity. Yes. Once you get it going, it is awesome. Let me just tell you, I have 4 granddaughters under 15 that all could be sisters, blonde hair, blue eyed. And so at first it had the hardest time with it. And now it's got like the noses or whatever, and it's figured it all out. But I spent, I don't know how many hours syncing and organizing and deleting, and I just thoroughly enjoyed it. It brought back some amazing memories. Yesterday, a picture of my dad and Tyler was up on the frame thing. Tim goes, "When did we get that one?" And it has just been so special. So I am very thankful for memories, even though they tug at my heartstrings and sometimes it's overwhelming. I am so thankful for those memories, and I'm so thankful for technology and that I'm able to do all this. So that was my weekend. I did go on the boat for a little bit, pretty rocky out there, did not do my back good. But Larry and I were just talking about stretching. Tim's a big stretcher, and I'm going to really work on stretching and keep that up on my back so that we can get my back to normal. And I'm even going to go hang upside down. Thank you, Larry, for letting me think about that. I have it sitting right there in the man cave. Did I walk out there and do it this weekend? No. And Larry just reminded me of the importance of that. So shout out to pastors that stop by WAPN early in the morning, bringing me wet ones for my favorite thing, Diaper League here in Daytona Beach. We get to be part of that. And I'm obsessed with the wet one giving. So thank you for bringing that. And then thank you for sharing with me. I'm very blessed that I have pastors that poured their lives into me also. So thankful of that reminder. Today, I get to go train a special pastor in my life. When I get off WAPM, I'm doing a house call. No, I do not do house calls, but today I'm doing a house call. It's been in the making, and we're waiting for equipment, and we're waiting for different things, and so got it all figured out. So gonna go do a house call, and thankful for a florist that drops me off flowers at 11:15 at night. The cameras were going off at WAPN, and flowers were getting delivered to my desk so I could bring those to my thing this afternoon. So very thankful for that. God is just so good. He is so good, the people he puts in your life. We take them for granted. I have people that text me every single day. I appreciate that so much. I have people that are praying for me all the time. And they don't just say, I'll pray for you. They are praying for me and my family and for WAPN. And I really appreciate that. I live a crazy journey life. I do. I put it all out there, which I know is sometimes over information, but I just feel like I'm raw and real, and I need to be raw and real in everything. And so my journey has been different these last few years. I went through the roller coaster of journeys to get where I am today, and I am thankful for every bit of it. I believe that you got to go through something. I believe that's part of your testimony, and I believe that God honors everything along its way. So yes, I have gone through some stuff. And people like to make one-liners, but I don't mind going through the stuff. It makes me stronger. It makes me show up more. It makes me more available. It makes me more real. There's so many things that God does in our everyday life that we don't even realize that he uses us for. So I'm going to keep showing up. I'm going to keep being raw and real, and I'm going to keep praising the Lord no matter what. And I'm thankful, like I said, today coming in here, excited to come back to work. Yes, I enjoyed the long weekend. I'm not going to tell you I didn't enjoy it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And there wasn't even an agenda. I just thoroughly enjoyed being in my house. I love my home. I love being on the computer. I love pictures. God is so good. And I love spending time with my husband, even if we're just sitting in our chairs taking a nap. I just love spending time with my husband. So I'm thankful. And even though there's bumps along the way, and even though there's stuff that happens along the way, and there's real life along the way, God has a plan. And his plan is the best plan. And it's always the right time plan. Like this morning, that was the right time plan for when Larry stopped by here. He might have thought he was coming here for another reason, but he came by here to speak life into my back, to speak encouragement into my body. And so I'm thankful. You don't know what God is doing or using. You think it's a backache. You think you pulled your back out, you whacked your back out. God has a different plan. And that's what I really realized over the last several years. COVID was a big thing. It was a big thing for me here at WAPN. It really changed a lot of things here at WAPN. I would say for the better. It really poured me into, the food drives, poured me into the nonprofits, poured me into being not only the station for the ministries and to bring life to people and to encourage people, but also for food, for, the diaper banks, the different things that I'm involved with, all because of COVID. And I look back and I'm like, wow, going into COVID, I would have never guessed the things that God was going to do from COVID. But I'm so thankful for the things. This week is a food drive, and hopefully I'm going to get to go. I haven't been able to do them recently because of my back, and I had to be careful. Because of my infection, and I had to be careful. But I don't want to hurt my back worse this week either. So we're going to see how it plays out. But if you would love to come volunteer with me at the food drop, that is this Friday. It's at 9 o'clock to volunteer. 11 o'clock actually starts the food drop. And if you're in need, or if you'd like to get some volunteer hours, we would love to see you. We need about 150 people to help volunteer. It's very rewarding, very rewarding. You'll be on your feet. It will be hot, but I'm going to tell you, you'll be sweating and you'll be gross and you'll be thankful, because I just love doing that. I'm so thankful to be part of that. Shout out to Daytona Dream Center. Shout out to Second Harvest Food Bank. Shout out to Calvary for the parking lot that we get to do this in. So if you'd like to volunteer, it's at Calvary Christian Center this Friday. You can volunteer at 9 o'clock, or if you're in need of food, the food drop starts actually at 11. I would be in line 9 o'clock. And once it starts, it goes right through. It takes about an hour and a half, 2 hours. It takes a huge group amount of people, like 100 to 150 people, to pull it off. But it is a well-oiled machine. Daytona Dream Center has got this figured out. They rock it. They help so many people. It's just amazing. So I hope to see you at the food drop this Friday. I hope that you'll come and volunteer. If you're a student and you need volunteer hours, this is a great way for you to get volunteer hours. Sorry, my phone is absolutely going crazy as I'm on the air, and so I'm trying to figure out two things at once. But God is so good. And so all you have to do is want to participate and be there. And we will be honored and happy and have you do something. If you want to do the easy stuff, you want to do the hard stuff, whatever you want to do, let us help you participate in the food drive this Friday. For more information, give me a call. I will be putting stuff up on Facebook and let you know. It is also the end of the month. May is gone. I mean, like gone. So I'll be kicking it in high gear, getting the end of the month stuff done, which I thoroughly love to do also. I mean, God does so many wonderful things. I look around and I just say, but God, but God, but God, but God. You know, if you would have asked me 40 years ago what my life was going to be, I had a different plan, what I was doing. When you let go and do what God wants you to do, his plan is way better than you could ever imagine. Are you going to have obstacles? Heck yeah, you're going to have obstacles. The devil is a liar, and he does not like you doing stuff for the ministry. Let me just put it out there. He is a liar. But I know that the more attack that comes against me, the more I'm doing for God. The more the things that God has asked me to do, and I keep showing up and I keep doing no matter what. And I know that God has it. And so I encourage you, if you feel overwhelmed, if you feel like I don't need to be doing that, get involved in a ministry. When you get involved with a ministry, I've got airtime. You want airtime? I've got airtime available. Text me or email me, WAPN@WAPN.net. Get in here and share your testimony. Talk about the goodness of the Lord. You know, get involved with other ministries. I love it when ministries are doing stuff with ministries. It just unity in the community. It blesses my heart to see other ministries doing stuff with other ministries. Desires of my heart are happening all around me. You know, I wanted a recovery show. I've wanted a recovery show. It has not worked out. I mean, we start and then it goes down. We start. And now we have a recovery prayer line, basically. But God, but God, but God, but God, but God. You know, it's so funny because my plan and his plan sometimes don't align up. But he uses my plan to get me excited, to show me his plan, and then work it out. Don't you love that? My plan, his plan, they don't align up sometimes, but he shows me through my plan, his plan, and they align up. It's simple math, people. Simple math. You do what God asks you and look out what he's got planned for you in your life. He's got big plans for you. He's got big things going on, but we get to be part of it and we get to decide what we're going to do. Well, you know, it is Tuesday 2.0. It's the end of the month. Air conditioned drama. Now we have to replace the wall unit. But praise the Lord, it's the wall unit. We got to get a lot more Freon added. They got to find the leak in the big unit. And then the wall unit fried. It's okay. This is all Florida normal. When I say Florida normal, it's going to be hot. I am very thankful that all this happened before it was 100 and something degrees. So thankful. You got to find the praise in the thing. So praise, we're replacing that. We got to pull it out of the wall, put a new one up there. I got to find the same kind of plug. So pray that I find the same kind of unit with the same kind of plug. Because it seems like every time we have to change out that wall unit, the plugs are different. So then it's more money. So pray that I find it, and I will because I'm stubborn. But if you'd like to support WAPN in any way, Your dollars, your fives, your hundreds, your thousands. You can drop it by WAPN at 1508 State Avenue in Holly Hill. If I'm not here, there's a mail drop, or if I'm live on the air. Or you can go to our website, WAPN.net, and click there and give there. So air conditioning is an important thing in Florida. It's a very important thing in radio because all the equipment gets hot. But I'm thankful. Thankful. Let's get our favor on and get this day going. One of the main ways that we grow in favor is by declaring it. It's not enough just to read it. It's not enough just to believe it. You got to believe and trust and declare it. I've got the favor of God from the top of my head to my soles of my feet and everywhere in between. It is Tuesday, May 26, 2026. 89 today with a low of 75. Madison, 90 with a low of 73. If it's your birthday today, happy birthday, Nancy, Mary, and Tracy, and everybody else celebrating a birthday, anniversary, whatever you're celebrating. Today is National Paper Airplane Day. My grandson used to like to make things with paper. I mean, we would go through tons of paper. I still have them. In this little cabinet at my house. And it's so cute, even though he's all grown up. 26, 27 years old. He went and looked the other day to see if his nanny still, and I still had him. When I saw that today, it just made me be so thankful that I'm a nanny and I'm his nanny. And God is so good all the time. Food drop this Friday. Volunteer with me at 9 or 11 o'clock if you're in need. Like, share, and follow everything. The more you like, share, and follow and write things on social media, it moves up the algorithm. So help WAPN keep moving on up, and I appreciate y'all so much. Y'all have a wonderful, great day. I am praying for you.